to talk about the hardest part to watch in the new Ruby Franke docuseries because the way I wanted to scream every time Kevin was on the screen. So I cover a lot of dark but interesting and informative documentaries, so follow along if that's your thing. But this is a new docuseries about Ruby Franke, a famous YouTuber who is really abusing her children behind the scenes. But one of the people they spend a lot of time interviewing is Kevin, Ruby's husband and the father of the children she was abusing. And Kevin really tries to paint himself as this sad and brainwashed husband who just wanted his wife's affection and would do anything for it, including watching her manipulate and abuse their children, which he conveniently leaves out. The abuse really starts ramping up when she lets this fraud therapist, Jody Hildebrandt, live in her house with her family, but that's also when she asks Kevin to leave the family, which he does. And for the next year, he admits that he never saw his children, and he blocked a lot of them so they couldn't even communicate with him. And the doc doesn't touch on this, but if you read Shari Franke's book, who's the oldest daughter, you learn that when Kevin stepped away from the family, there was an older man within the church that started abusing her. He weaseled his way into her life by claiming he was the only adult that really cared about her, and he was very controlling, including demanding that she share her location with him 24/7 so he could just see what she was up to. Meanwhile, her dad is nowhere to be found, so she had no one she could confide in. And the worst part for me is at the end when Kevin explains that he didn't really believe the cops when they said that they had rescued his children who had been abused for years by his wife. He figured that Ruby must be telling the truth. Maybe they really were possessed by demons. But then he sees the condition his kids are in and he fully believes that yes, there was abuse that happened. But then the documentary director asks him if he still loves Ruby, and without even a second thought, he says yes. After all this time, after all the abuse she did to his children, he still loved her. Anyways, read Shari Franke's book if you can. It's a great companion piece to the docuseries and it gives a lot more information. And buy it if you're able to because she does deserve to be supported as an author.